the whale's tail came up and caught her all into a side harpoon and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go. Da 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 da.
This is Robert St. John in the NBC newsroom in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, we may be approaching a fateful hour. All night long, bulletins have been pouring in from Berlin claiming that D-Day is here, claiming that the invasion of Western Europe has begun. Let me read you several of the latest bulletins. One says that a report, unconfirmed by Allied sources, of course, says that heavy fighting is taking place between the Germans and invasion forces on the Normandy Peninsula, about 31 miles southwest of Le Havre. Another bulletin, also from Berlin radio and unconfirmed, says that British-American landing operations against the western coast of Europe from the sea and from the air are stretching over the entire area between Cherbourg and Le Havre, a distance of about 60 miles. I repeat, there is no confirmation. And here's another bulletin just in. DNB, the German agency, says, this is unconfirmed, that the most important aerodromes in the area of the Normandy Peninsula of France have been wiped out. Now, I presume that means wiped out by the Allies. As you may have heard on earlier broadcasts, all three German news agencies have begun broadcasting these stories that the invasion is here. But there is no Allied confirmation as yet. The first report came out shortly after midnight, and since then we've been flooded with reports from Berlin. Paris radio, strangely enough, has not confirmed any of these reports. And now we have just been informed that we can expect in a very few seconds, a very important broadcast from the British capital. And so now we take you to London.
The text of communique number 1 will be released to the press and radio of the United Nations in 10 seconds. Repeat, 10 seconds from now. Under the command of General Eisenhower, Allied naval forces, supported by strong air forces, began landing Allied armies this morning on the northern coast of France. The communique will be repeated. Under the command of General Eisenhower, Allied naval forces, supported by strong air forces, began landing Allied armies this morning on the northern coast of France. This ends the reading of communique number 1 from Supreme Headquarters, Allied Expeditionary Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is New York, NBC Newsroom again. Men and women of the United States, this is a momentous hour in world history. This is the invasion of Hitler's Europe, the 0 hour of the Second Front. The men of General Dwight Eisenhower are leaving their landing barges, fighting their way up the beaches into the fortress of Nazi Europe. They are moving in from the sea to attack the enemy under a mammoth cloud of fighter planes, under a ceiling of screaming shells from Allied warships. The first news flashes do not say, but a large proportion of this assault is believed to be in the hands of American men. They are making the attack side by side with the British Tommies who were bombed and blasted out of Europe at Dunkirk.
In honor of the D-Day invasion and how it helped the French free Europe. Here we go, freedom. Oh, he wants to stay.
Not overly enthusiastic about that idea.
Go.
There we go.
Good job. Yeah. We are naming at we're eating at the, what's the name of this place? La Omaha. El Omaha?
Yep.
What did you get, McKay?
I got a tartine. It's just an open-faced sandwich.
Cool. And you got a Omaha burger?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I got
We'll have food.
some fish food and salad. Look at this, everybody. This is at the Omaha Beach Cafe. And what did we get, McKay?
They just call this the Coupe Omaha.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hooray, hooray, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hooray, hooray. All the men will cheer and the boys will shout, the gals dress up and they'll all turn out, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home.
That's our room. Right there. And these are the lovely people that inhabit this is the wildlife.
They'll get 3 cheers from you and me.
Hooray, hooray. Uncle Sam will prove he's still a champ. He'll close that shop and break up camp, and we'll all feel
And Jack's lucky to get to be here, huh, Jack? Yeah, McKay's been sharing some of his cool experiences playing for some of the memorials they've had here. Pretty cool. Hello, sweetheart. We're here with McKay and Jack, obviously. Say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
And this is a special one, Robert Price. He's of Jewish descent, the Star of David. And he was one June 6th, 1944. This must be a soldier, an unknown. They have about 1,500 unknown soldiers that they were never able to identify. That says, "Here rests in honor, glory." So here's my grandson Jack, standing at attention. Here's one, John Blair Carter from Washington. Died June 6, 1944 on D-Day. And somebody has put a shell on top. Okay, this is the first pillbox we've come up to at Point du Hoc.
What is this metal thing?
Yeah, that supports the concrete, so it makes the concrete stronger. That's a great question, Jack. What do those metal things do? Great question. He goes, what do the metal things do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, you know that big gun that I'm taking?
Yeah, those soldiers had to climb up these cliffs. We're going to the second pillbox, and this little field they've got is just littered with holes from the bombing. This whole field is holes like this all over from the aerial bombing to get rid of these. There's the gun right there. Jump up there from the movie. That's this is the spot. I'm sure it is.
John Wayne?
No, this was one of the other actors.
Hey, Jack, let's jump in there. Let's get him. Hey, listen.
Any fire! Any fire!
You hear that?
Throw a grenade
There's a
in.
big echo in there.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
all the men will cheer and the boys will shout, the gals dress up and they'll all turn out.
I wonder why they put guns back here. They didn't need to shoot backwards.
Yeah, you would think so.
Because the direction was like
Unless when they were leaving, they were getting shot at. They give them a chance to shoot back.
Oh, did they leave?
Oh yeah. Oh, they'd turn around. They would turn around and go back and pick up more men.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah, they showed that there. Expendable. Where are we at?
We're in St Mere Eglise. little town in Normandy region of France, famous for that story right there.
What's the story, McKay?
The night before D-Day, the 82nd Airborne and the 101st Airborne jumped into the Normandy region to cause chaos behind enemy lines before the beach assault, and the drop was just a disaster. Everyone got scrambled all over the place, and a bunch of people dropped right into the town here. Unfortunately, almost all of them were killed because they landed right in town.
This is an old glider
Yeah.
they used. I didn't know that they used these. That they just towed a glider behind a plane just to get more people with fewer engines. These are just single-use things just to get across the channel that day.
Grandpa, look, you can go like.
I saw that. That is pretty cool. Isn't that cool what it looks like today, huh?
Also,
He was.
Attends, voilà. Voilà, dans cette boîte. Regarde en haut, là, hop, c'est une relique.
I'd like to hear him speak French. Jack, this is pretty cool. This is the kind of trenches that the Germans would dig. These are the hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Called hedgehogs. Yeah, see, there's another hedgehog. Yeah. There's a Higgins boat. Another Higgins boat. Yeah. S'il vous plaît is 3 words. I thought it was just please.
Well, it translates to please, yeah.
Here we are getting ice cream thanks to John Steele. If he didn't land here, we probably would be eating ice cream here.